Jonathan Hale stood inside his vast glass-lit ballroom, surrounded by gentle music, glowing chandeliers, and guests dressed in elegance, all gathered to celebrate his success. Yet his heart felt distant from the luxury around him, because in his arms his 18-month-old son, Noah, was crying once again, not with anger or hunger, but with a deep, shaking sound that felt more like memory than pain. And what troubled Jonathan most was that this unusual crying had started only 4 days earlier. The very day a quiet young maid named Alina joined their household, a woman in her late 20s with calm eyes, simple clothes, and a soft presence that seemed to comfort everyone except Noah, who reached for her every time he saw her, tears rolling down his cheeks as if his small heart recognized something his mind could not yet understand. And Jonathan's wife, Evelyn, whispered anxiously that perhaps the maid was upsetting the child and should be let go, because no celebration was worth seeing their son suffer. But Jonathan felt a strange pull inside him, because Noah's crying did not sound like fear, it sounded like longing, and instead of dismissing Alina, Jonathan asked her to speak with him privately, away from the music and the guests, and there, in a quiet corner of the ballroom, with trembling hands and tear-filled eyes, Alina finally revealed the truth she had kept silent for years, explaining that 2 years earlier she had been a nursing student working exhausting night shifts in a neonatal intensive care unit, the same hospital where Evelyn had been rushed during a dangerous pregnancy, the same place where baby Noah was born nearly 2 months early, so small and fragile that doctors warned his parents not to hold on to too much hope. And while Jonathan and Evelyn were lost between fear, paperwork, and sleepless nights, Alina had stayed with the baby, holding his tiny fingers through the incubator, singing softly so he would not feel alone, whispering comfort when machines were louder than his heartbeat, telling him again and again that he mattered, that he was strong, that someone was there even when the world felt cold. And she did this not because she was asked to, not because she was paid to, but because her heart simply could not leave him alone. And for weeks she became the quiet presence that carried Noah through the darkness, until her own life fell apart when her mother became seriously ill, forcing her to leave the hospital without saying goodbye to the baby she had grown to love like her own, believing she would never see him again. And as Alina spoke, Jonathan felt his chest tighten as forgotten memories returned, memories of doctors saying Noah was strangely calm at night, memories of nurses saying someone was always with him, moments Jonathan had never fully understood until now. And when he told Evelyn everything, her hands covered her mouth as tears streamed down her face, because she remembered seeing a young woman through the glass beside Noah's incubator, always standing there, always watching. And without hesitation Evelyn placed Noah into Alina's arms, and in that instant something unbelievable happened, because the crying stopped, Noah's breathing softened, his small body relaxed as if he had finally returned to safety. And then, in a silent room filled with stunned guests, Noah spoke his very first clear word, not Mama or Dada, but Alina. And Jonathan felt his knees weaken as he finally understood that love leaves marks deeper than memory, deeper than time. And standing before everyone, he admitted that money could build buildings but could never protect a child's soul, that real miracles are born from quiet kindness. And he offered Alina a permanent place in their family and support for her future, because those who show up in our darkest moments deserve more than thanks. And as the years passed, Alina remained beside Noah through every milestone, and Jonathan often said that true wealth is not what you own but who you honor. And if this story touched your heart and reminded you that real love never forgets, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, because here we share stories that prove kindness can change lives in ways money never can.